Hello everyone and welcome back to the stage room. We are doing Q&A for the next hour or so. We do this on our streams. We thought we'd try to do it in IRL. It's going to be absolute chaos. Also, This couch is so low, I cannot fit my long body on it, so I'm sat in the most awkward position.
Can they see the bottom of you?
I don't know, but I hope not, because this is ridiculous.
Tall person
Like,
Yeah.
You know, like no man has ever sat this way before.
I like it.
Ren Pretzely dog.
Anyway, this is your chance to ask the fine hermit some questions. Anybody in the room is available for questions, and the way that you do this is you head over to the donation page and choose the question option, and make sure, please, that you include the name of the hermit that you're asking a question for. No name, no answer. We've got to be brutal over here. Also, we're going to do our best to get through as many questions as possible, but guys, you guys are being so amazing today. I'm already looking at the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is starting to smoke. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to do our absolute best to get through as many of these questions as possible. To kick things off, let's go with a question from Joel Lover.
Lover?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be good then, isn't it?
From everybody, just have a general chat while I figure out where we're at on the spreadsheet. The question is, do we call each other by our real names IRL?
Is your name Jem? Well, then no.
People call me my real name, but I feel like some usernames have you don't call them their real names.
Solidarity would suck.
Yeah, so you said my channel. So I think I don't know. I think it depends on your username, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think.
people call me Joe.
Yeah.
So that works, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody knows my real name, or they just forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's always Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other examples. We call Joel and not SmallishBeans. So
That's
Ren.
Well,
yeah.
that's my real name, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And Martin's Martin, so...
I
Exactly.
think that's the
So-
answer. It all depends on the username, like the actual channel name.
Amazing. Well, we have a great question here for you, Jimmy. This is from Snugrat.
These
Thank you, Snugrat,
usernames.
for the question. What's your favorite part of a horse?
What?
You can't say their beautiful eyes.
What?
What is the context of this question, Jimmy?
I don't have the context. All that's coming into my head is Joel killing them. That's all that's coming into my head. The favorite part of a horse.
Yes, that's the question. Don't look at me.
This is a
Why
real
are you looking
donor.
at me?
I put up a sign for
It's not
Snugrat
rocket
today.
science, buddy.
Wait, is there an answer for this?
Yeah.
There must be.
Follow your heart.
Dig deep.
The legs? Sure.
That was
Sure.
the weirdest way.
What would you say?
Maybe
What would
a
you say?
specific leg.
The mane.
I thought you meant there was an actual correct answer.
It's subjective.
Thank you for the
Whatever
question,
answer you want.
Snug. That was a good one. Here's one for Pearl. Pearl, what games have permanently altered your brain chemistry?
Permanently altered my
This is
brain
from
chemistry.
Greebly. Thank you, Greebly, for the question.
Oh, you know what? Actually, one I played recently was Detroit Become Human, and
What game?
that set me off in so many different emotions. I was like, from exciting to suddenly, I want to die inside. This is so sad. From the time of like me actually not getting to save a character's life because I was too busy reading magazines. And it's got so many like really deep meanings, that game. So yeah, Detroit Become Human.
Great
Gonna be
game.
my
Wow,
answer.
that was a deep answer. I was expecting Metroid Man or something. That was great. Got a question for you, Joe. This is from Arrow Awesome from the YouTube chat.
Sure.
I'm assuming you recognize this name.
Certainly.
Joe, if you could change one item in the world to chroma green permanently, what would you choose and why? Oh, that is the most Joe Hill's question.
I mean, I would say all asphalt. You know, I hate how parking lots look. They absorb too much sunlight and heat and stuff. Yeah, let's make them all green. More green spaces, I say.
Okay, that sounds good. Jem, I've got one here for you. This is a deep one, though. You ready?
Yeah.
What is your favorite Hermitcraft memory?
Favorite Hermitcraft memory? My God.
Maybe we make it a little bit simpler. What is one of your favorite Hermitcraft memories?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the one.
The Gem is Great sign in season 8.
Oh, that was classic.
Tango just, I mean, that was crazy. The entire sign segment that I kept up all season was awesome.
Nice.
It's still there. Never took it down.
Nice. Guys, if you want to get a question for these fine hermits on the couch, now's the time. Please do get them in. You can find the questions on the donation page and make sure that you add the name of the hermit that you're asking so that we can sort through the hundreds of questions that are coming through. Thank you to everybody who is asking questions right now. I'm seeing them all. I can see the whole lot. You two can probably see also. This is just absolute insanity going on over here. Do keep them coming.
Spreadsheet.
Jimmy, here's a question for you from SS Luna. You ready?
It's going to be... Go on.
Jimmy, how many nickels do you have?
None. They do not exist. Nickels do not exist in my mind.
I could have brought you one.
No, I've never seen one. I'm not putting my eyes on them. All right, they don't exist. I'm not having them. Not having them.
I'll bring him 2 next time I see him.
Well, there's a question for me here from Dappertot. Aha. That's the username, not the question.
Nice.
To Rendog, how do you feel about tree bark?
How do you feel?
Is it worth a
Is
tree
that a
bite?
shipping
How do
question?
you feel?
Like the bark of a tree?
Oh.
I was showing them the Tumblr last night.
Dude,
what?
you know.
The what now?
I see you searching
knows.
through tree bark, hashtag
He
tree bark. You're going
knows.
through it,
that's
bud.
what
I
it
don't know what
is.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
What are you
all right,
talking
all right,
about?
all right. I see Martin poking in. No, I'm joking. He's
Guilty.
not there.
Moving swiftly on.
Not even answering.
This one's for Joe. What is your favorite part of adopting real-life builds to Minecraft? This is from Salem.
Sure. I love building models of real life things because I get to get inside the brain of the architect and see what problems they were trying to solve as I end up trying to solve them in parallel, rebuilding the thing. You know, there's so many brilliant people out there, and it's just great to learn from them by imitating them.
Nice, nice. Pearl from Wesley. How does it feel being an absolute fashion icon this evening?
Yeah, Pearl.
I gotta say, like, Pearl gets best dressed of the weekend.
Oh.
You are insanely well dressed at all
Yeah.
times. It's crazy.
It's the coat. Just thank Green and Gem. It's just them. I honestly have no idea what I'm putting on myself half the time. Most of the time, actually. It's the confidence boosters from the people around me that is a huge thing, but like it's still very flattering because I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Just like, sure, let's put on a belt. Why not? I don't know. But thank you.
Question for Jem here from All in My Time. Do you have any pickles?
You do have pickles.
No.
Yes. Pickles.
Just no?
No.
That's
Yes. Pickles.
it? Human Being asks me, the host of this fine panel, who decided to give the Hermits real microphones? They are the best.
Wait, what?
I think the answer is Liquid Dogs, the production
Yeah,
team.
the wonderful production team have decided that they would get the microphones.
We are worthy.
Yes, I hope you guys are using them correctly.
I have no idea how to hold this. It might go like that.
Constantly
I don't
forget
know.
to speak into them, so.
Supposed to go like that.
Another question for me here from June Starlight. Ferenc, my brother wants to know your opinion on door frames.
What are these? What's going on here?
People are paying
I'm
to ask
very
this.
confused.
They're paying money
they're well-
to ask this.
Thank you guys for these wonderful questions, but I mean, what is going on?
But what's your opinion, Ren, on door frames?
Pretty
Is
good.
it
huh?
door frames or dwarf frames?
Great during an earthquake?
Yeah, there it is.
They have doors?
Yep.
You know,
Hopefully,
I
you're
think.
satisfied with that answer there. Yeah.
Worth the money, for sure.
The children appreciate it.
Right. So many coming through here, guys. If you want to ask questions, please do. We've only got this lot for a few more minutes, by the way. We're going to be tagging them out.
We're playing
In a
tag.
few more minutes. In about 5 minutes' time, they're going to go find some other Hermits for you to ask. So please do keep them coming. Or if you want to hold off a question for the next batch that's coming in, you can do that too. Right, let's have a look. Jimmy, this is an interesting question. If you were on Hermitcraft, what would you build for your base?
Oh my gosh, what would I build?
You've
for
been
my
on the
base?
server many times already, so
Yeah,
you've got a taste
yeah.
of the vibes. You know,
I
what you
would
do?
build a giant bathtub, and that would be my base. I'd be in the ocean in a giant bathtub.
Maybe we don't invite him.
Yeah. Yeah, scrap that. Never gonna happen. That would be my base, a bathtub. Yeah, with my rubber duckies.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, after all these silly questions, let's get a little bit deep.
Ooh,
Get a
like
bit deep
space?
here. Yeah,
Like
well,
space,
like
yeah.
space. Cairo asked Jem, you ready, Jem, for a deep one? I know you've had a long day, but let's
About pickles again.
yeah. Jem, what drove you to not follow what you went to school for, but to follow your passion of video games instead?
I did follow what I went to. I mean, I finished school,
Sure.
but I got invited to Hermitcraft, and also this makes more money, so it
Fair,
made
fair.
sense. I don't really have a deep answer here. Truly, like you're weighing the thought of getting a job in various places. You go with the job that makes the most sense, and Hermitcraft made the most sense at the time.
Amazing, amazing answer. I mean, while we're getting deep, Pearl, you ready to get deep?
Not really. No.
Question here from Lanrick. How pretzelificated are you after so many flights?
I mean, I'm honestly doing okay at the moment, but I'm telling you, me and planes, we got a pretty close relationship at the moment, and it's a pretty rocky one. I do not want to see another airport for a while after this. I am very much
Well-travelled.
pretzelificated.
We can send you on a ship. Put you on a ship home.
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's fine. But I'm so glad to be here, though, so it's worth it.
Amazing.
It's fine.
Joe, this is only a question that you could answer. Are you ready?
I can't wait, Red.
From Chloe. Please rank ranking systems in order of how difficult it is to rank things using them.
Okay, well, I mean, you can use number of protons and build a periodic table of elements. That's pretty straightforward because you just count the positive things. But then, I mean, you could use alphabetical ranking and then, go A through Z. Dewey Decimal System, great way to rank things. You put weird stories about Bigfoot toward the beginning and then other stuff toward the end. Who cares about that? I mean, there's 3. Keep
Good.
moving.
A lot of big words there.
There was so many
I have
cogs.
no idea what you just said, but that was perfect. Amazing. Jimmy from Lel Matin, what Minecraft mob would you like to morph into for a day?
A mob.
IRL. Yeah.
Oh, a mob.
Yeah.
Japanese
For a whole
mob,
day.
Italian mob.
You're in the mob body for the whole day.
A mob. A cod. I'd like to be a cod. Just swimming around. I think that's nice, isn't it? Kill off all the salmon. That'd be fine.
There you go.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, flashbacks there.
Okay. Guys, the questions are flowing in so fast. Absolutely amazing. Another one here for you, Jem. What's the best book you've read this last year? That's from Just Rosie.
The best book I've read? Ooh, Throne of Glass, the first one. Really enjoyed it. I'm still on that series, though. Don't spoil it for me. I haven't finished it yet because I'm here. I keep traveling. I can't read. But yeah, it was...
You can read?
It was...
I can't.
Okay, awesome. We're going to round out this lot of questions here for one last question for you, Pearl, from May Looney. What event or moment from the streams are you most excited to see fan art of?
To see fan art of? Mm-hmm. What? What are you pointing at?
Your ankle.
Oh, my ankle. So if anyone doesn't know, context, yesterday, Jem signed my ankle.
Oh, wow.
I now have it's permanent marker, and I've
With
really been seeing a couple
Sharpie.
with
by the way,
Sharpie.
guys,
I had a
Sharpie.
shower this morning, and it's still there.
Doesn't come off.
I don't know if that's to be a fan art moment, though, Jem. It's not a fan art moment.
Yeah, nothing else about the whole raising money for stuff.
Yeah.
Jem signed my ankle.
Just signed my
Guys,
ankle. Yeah.
The Nerf blaster
Big fan, everything like that.
Could be anything.
You know what, though? On a serious answer, that tortilla slap session, that would be funny.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
go
Yeah,
that.
100%.
That was
Yeah.
something. I mean, those tortilla slaps like
My face
echoed
still
through
hurts.
the room. You
Yeah.
guys didn't
I
hear
had
the echoes,
headphones
but
on and I could still hear it.
It
Yeah.
was something.
It was bad.
Awesome. Well, listen, guys, that's going to be it.
Cool.
For you lot, if you could please go fetch
Yes.
Cub, False, and Martin for me.
Cub False Martin.
Well,
Most
Let's
wonderful.
go.
In the meantime, stream, it's
job,
just
Bran.
just you and I hanging out. Thank you for the questions, everybody. And maybe we'll do a couple of my questions while we wait for the next batch of Hermits to come in. It's going to be Martin and False and Cub. Cub's already here. Cub, please come and find a seat, if you will. And the False is here also. Amazing. We're just going to be waiting, as always, on Martin. And that's why I've got the axe. If you're wondering what this axe is for, everybody, this is, well, it's not necessarily for Martin's head. It's more for my head via Martin, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about it a little bit later. There he is, Milady from the Black.
Welcome, Martin.
And no, not a problem at all. Here you go, Martin. This
Oh,
is
we
for
found
you.
one. Oh,
I
my God.
have sourced this for you
Oh,
from
dude.
deep within the Mojang archives.
Yeah, we'll
anyway,
put that to use.
welcome, guys, to the Q&A sessions.
Thank you very much.
As you can see, we have hundreds of questions coming through right now. It's insane.
That looks like
And,
a dollar drive right there.
I want to say a big thank you to the
Really
team
does.
behind the scenes for all the hard work that they're doing.
Don't worry. guys.
on
For
this
context,
appreciate you,
Zed held up
appreciate
a
you.
sign and like read it and then did the thumbs up.
No.
And he just-
Okay.
No
okay.
one else is in here, guys.
I did get stun locked. I'm like, geez, trying to talk and do this and all the things.
He's a professional, guys.
Good to leave it there, though. That's good. That's good. So yes, indeed. So welcome everybody. If you want to ask any of these fine hermits a question, now's the time. Get the questions in, please. A team behind the scenes, please just stop working on any of the other questions. Just start working on theirs. And
Is
we'll
there
see
any
what we can do.
threshold for the donations, or did they have
there-
to add anything to the cart or anything?
There's no threshold. You use it on the donation page. There is a question, a thing you can buy there called Q&A or questions or
Cool,
something like that.
okay.
And that's where you can find the questions.
Fantastic.
And I think in the meantime, maybe I'll try and find like a sort of roundabout one that we can ask anybody. Although, as you can see, the thing is filling up so fast that we're
It's
struggling to
crazy.
keep up with the...
You know what I just realised
The
as well,
filtering
sat here,
system.
we would be a fire MCC team. The four of us.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that would be a pretty good team, you know? I think that'd be great.
I think so.
I think I agree.
I mean, it would be us three carrying around, but I mean, we could make that work.
Hey, I got run through Parkour Warrior last time we did it. That was
Very
good.
true.
Me and Cub have clashed today. We've been training.
yeah, we've been training.
Well, look, we've got a general question here from Gillian, which I think I can mold a little bit to make a bit more sense for all of us. So for everybody, perhaps while I get ready for the other questions, Cub, and then False, and then Martin, what do you think your content would be like without Minecraft? So if you weren't making Minecraft videos, what would you be doing?
Great question. Thank you for that. I would say more than likely I would probably be doing science content, i.e. solar system, space news, because there's a lot going on in that space right now. Don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, but things like reusable rockets, James Webb Space Telescope has been launched recently, which is basically unlocking the secrets of the universe. So definitely be focused in that area of study.
That's awesome.
I mean, I would subscribe.
yeah, I'm in.
I mean, that sounds good.
Like, is there a channel
sold.
ready?
Yeah.
Want to shout out this channel? Let's go.
Should I do space videos like that? I mean, I definitely could.
Genuinely, I'd
I'm
be
in.
interested.
Okay.
There's a girl who comes up on my TikTok all the time, and she does like random science news, and like it's great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm game.
Cool. I mean, mine would be art related in some way. In fact, my channel actually, the name came before Minecraft. Like, my plan was to make some sort of art videos. I'm not really sure what exactly, but it would be around that kind of theme somehow. Maybe graphic design. I don't know.
I feel like, I mean, I guess if it wasn't just Minecraft and I did other gaming, then I would have stayed in that kind of like Zelda, Mario era. Like, I've always enjoyed really like narratively driven games, so like, you know, Nino Kuni and stuff like that. I've always really enjoyed doing voice acting for the characters and those things, but if it wasn't gaming period, like I suppose before I did YouTube, I did radio, so maybe something more kind of music centric. Maybe I could actually learn to play an instrument. Maybe I would document learning how to play, say, the keyboard. I feel like if I can learn to play the keyboard, then I can use a MIDI keyboard to replicate most sounds. So maybe I would go on like a music journal, like, you know, sort of training arc, if you will.
Amazing.
Like, maybe that's what I would do.
Amazing. I mean, it's all so diverse. I would just make Magic the Gathering videos if I wasn't doing
yeah.
it. Yeah,
of course.
Of course. I mean, you know, do the nerdiest of all the things. But great, that's awesome. Now we've got some questions coming in for the peeps. If you want to ask these fine people questions, guys, please remember to add their names at the start of your donation question, and we will try get to as many as we can. Martin,
Yeah.
let's get some quick fire questions here. How are you doing in Hollow Knight?
In
There's a
Hollow Knight?
question here from Nora.
You know what? I haven't even started it yet. I tried to on the flight, but I had 5 people lurking over my my seat at all times.
Okay, that made it difficult on the plane for sure.
Very difficult, yeah.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, we have a special guest arriving here.
my
While we get them ready, Cub, quick one for you.
Yes.
Why is there something instead of nothing? That's from Whimsy.
Wow, if I could answer that question, man,
You'd be rich.
I'd be rich. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, incredible.
Guys, we have a very special guest gracing our Q&A on this very fine evening. Please,
Oh my goodness.
Please
No
say
way.
hello
No way.
to Joelbot, who is
Does it count if you kiss the neck of a robot?
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Hold on, wait. I'll hold this for you, John. I'm going to hold a microphone for you to the speaker.
Hello, it feels really weird being here in Robot Farm. I'm going to say hi to everyone else.
Hello, Joel.
Yeah, just do a
The,
360.
I-
Yeah.
The slowness in which you turn is so unbelievably
Joel.
awkward.
Good to see you.
It's
Love it 360 there. That was lovely.
Oh,
He's
thank
good
you.
at this.
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful.
Doesn't stop though, just keeps going.
Shall I whack it if you sit down there?
Sure, yeah.
He's in camera.
Well, everyone, this is unexpected. We're great. It's so great to have Joel here in the Q&A. Now it's time.
Welcome,
if you have
Joel.
any questions for Joel, please start firing him over. He's going to do his best to answer
Yep,
via
yep. I'll get the mic.
speaker/internet. I don't know. We got some lag issues and whatnot.
I'll pick
But
you up after school. Right?
You better not be late.
okay, well, welcome to the panel, Joel. You look great. You look fantastic. Very slim.
Thank you.
Have you been exercising? What's going on over there?
I've been cutting at the gym, you know.
Okay, we got a question here from Martin. This is from Bebo Bay. Martin, what's your favorite bark from trees?
Favorite bark from trees?
Yep.
God, I know nothing about trees. There's someone called Littlewood. You think I would know more? But I don't know. Favorite bark from trees? I mean, I'm a sucker for a birch tree IRL. Like, I guess I quite like that. Like the variety and the color a little bit. Seems strong. But I'll be real, I don't have a very good answer for that one. So specific.
Excellent. Yeah, that was a very specific question. Cub, a question regarding the permits from Silver Chimera. Any chance of petitioning Judge B-Dubs for the return of permits in some capacity?
That is a possibility we are exploring actively as NOPO, so stay tuned. Stay tuned for that.
Excellent. False from Foofs. Foofalicious32. If you could fit any liquid in a briefcase aside from water, what would you pick?
Ooh. I mean, not something like orange juice or something. I feel like it'd be sticky. You know, like what's not sticky? I mean, does squash count? I mean, that's mostly water. But add some squash in.
Squash would be good.
Yeah.
Squash would be good.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you want to get a question
Does
in
that
for
count?
Joel Bot, now's the time. Please head over to the donation page. Make sure you choose Joel at checkout, and we could get some questions in for Joel. There's going to be a slight delay on your questions. This is a
He's trying to be polite. He's trying to be polite, maintain eye contact.
Okay, we do have a question here for you, Joel. You ready? This is from Ella Fire. What is the worst bird, Joel?
What is the worst bird?
That's the question. Don't look at me. I got nothing to do with this.
I'd have to say magpie, 100% magpie. They steal stuff.
That is true. They are very naughty birds indeed.
Pinchy.
I like it.
I always salute a magpie. I don't know why. I've heard it's tradition if you see one magpie, you salute the magpie and say, "Good morning, Mr. Magpie."
So you're telling me you're the weakest member of the rebellion? You speak bad about them, and then you'll suck up to them when you see them.
Oh, well, yeah, and if I see two, then I'm instantly in a good mood as well.
Joel Bot, another question for you from Am Matty. Joel, do you like egg salad? The fans have all been asking. This has been a huge fan question, apparently.
Is that egg mayo in the UK?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I love egg mayo. Fresh egg mayo is good, but the stuff you buy at the supermarket, bad.
Okay, good. Now we know. The elusive question has been answered.
These questions,
What do
Amazing.
people want to know?
these
you
are
know?
all over the place, man.
These are
What a
crazy.
variety of questions.
Wow.
I like it, though. Keeps us on our toes.
To ask these questions.
Right, yeah. That's money.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep them
Okay,
coming.
coming.
okay. There's so many questions coming through right now, guys. It's really tough. So you're going to have to talk a little bit. Let me try
yeah,
find
yeah.
one here.
Fair.
What are we talking about, guys?
What are we talking about? I don't know. Okay, how about we... You know what? Don't know. I haven't seen the outside of them about 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Joel, that's me asking for help. I need you to rescue us. I don't know what kind of like kung fu you could do with that robot, but just if you could just kick someone from Mojang in the shin and then we'll make a break out the door, I think that'd be grand.
It has no arms or legs.
Kick
It's going to
someone
be
in
quite
the
a
shin.
challenge.
Yeah, go on, you got it.
Oh, that works.
Me? Not me! I'm asking for help and you assault me?
That kind of works.
Right, you're going in timeout. You forget I can pick you up.
Put him in the corner.
Yeah, that's
Put him in
right.
the
There we
corner.
go. There we
Yeah,
go.
you know what? You're gonna look at.
We're putting him in
You're
the
gonna
corner.
look at that cupboard right there, and you figure
There we
your way
go.
back.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck, Joel.
Joel's in the naughty corner, everybody.
He's looking at the floor and everything. Oh.
He's actually.
You are
stuck
so much
over
less
Oh, no.
graceful than Ollie was
Look at
when
all
he
the
was
freaks
using
over
it.
there. He's okay. He's okay. He can manage.
He's
Right,
really
we'll leave him to
Stuck.
it.
He's stuck.
I hope there's a wide shot on this.
Just don't go towards the lights, guys. Just don't. Nope. I mean, it's fine. I'm
Can
sure
he make
it's
it? He might make
Come
it.
this way, Joel. We got one more question for you.
One more question, Joel.
One more question, Joel Bot.
Go on.
fine. Oh, you look sad.
look real sad.
Aw.
Sad bot now.
That's it. Talk
Oh.
to your toes. You can answer the question.
Okay.
I will.
We've been a bit silly, Joel. We're going to get a bit serious. Are you ready? We've been getting serious
Okay,
on Q&A
gosh.
tonight. One serious question for everybody. Here's yours. What inspires you to keep building these massive and detailed builds? This is from Mary Musa.
The money. No, I'm joking. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know. I just like seeing stuff be built, and it's fun to see it all come together. And I don't know, just Yeah, I just like building stuff, and I like watching movies. And when I'm watching movies, when I'm building these things, I can watch movies. So that's why I do it. Long time lapses is just all me watching TV shows. Currently 6 seasons into Mad Men.
Very good.
And the money.
And money. It's the root of everything.
Cub, I've got a question here that doesn't involve you. So unfortunately, for now, the Brits in the room, I'm like half a Brit, so we've got a British-related question.
Sure.
For everybody. Are we ready? This is from The Big Rig. False or Ren or Martin or Joel. What's the proper way to make a cup of tea?
I don't drink it. I'm out.
I mean,
Okay.
do they need to know to be able to make one? Like, what's the context here?
Are we doing a scenario where it's like an alien's landed and you have to explain to them how to do it?
Right? Yeah.
Okay, I will begin.
You grab a tea
I will
bag,
begin the answer to this
Put it in
question.
the mug.
Cup,
Mug.
tea bag in cup, hot water in cup with tea bag, milk, spoon, stir, consume. Done.
No, you've got to take the
I know
tea bag
Joel
out.
feels very strongly about
Joel,
tea
over
bags,
to
though.
you. Can we get a mic over
Let's
there?
talk brands.
Did you take the tea bag out, Ren, or did you put the
You need
milk
to take the tea bag
with
out.
the tea bags?
I do not take the tea bag out.
Oh.
That's wrong.
No, that's bad etiquette. I'm sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
no.
What you do is mug or teapot if you have one, which if you want a better taste. Yorkshire Gold.
There it
in the
is.
mug. Not sponsored, but please sponsor me. Water, hot water. Then you let it sit for, like a few minutes. Strain the tea bag, take it out, milk in, stir. No sugar, because I'm already sweet enough.
Hey, this guy.
Yeah, definitely no sugar. That ruins it. That ruins it.
False, any final thoughts on the perfect cup of tea?
No, I think Joel's correct, to be honest. I
Okay.
think you're the only one that's wrong here.
I will just say, as an American, this has all been a foreign language to me.
Well, now you know how to make a cup of tea, though. Cub.
This is true. This
You're,
is true.
you're welcome.
I
You're
appreciate it. I appreciate it, False.
welcome. Yeah.
Okay, well, False, let's continue for a question for you. This is from Froggy Boy, if you're ready.
Hi, Froggy Boy.
If you could pick one item from Minecraft to have in the real world, what would it be and why?
An elytra?
Duh.
Like, that instantly comes to mind. I'm sure there's a better answer, but like...
Totem of
obviously,
Undying?
right?
It accounts for like crazy
I feel like
situations.
that should come with the elytra, right? Because
No,
you're
it's one.
automatically going to
Only one
fly into a
item.
wall.
Only one item.
Only if you're Cub pretending to
I mean,
be a
then
mystery.
the elytra.
True.
Flying into rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to soar through the air?
Who doesn't want wings
Yeah.
at some point,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know if I can do. I
Go
don't know if I could be bothered with the task of actually climbing to a high point to begin with, to then do the glide.
Well, you just carry it with you whenever you happen to be at a high place, and then when you want to go home, you just
Fair.
live at the bottom of a hill. And
Maybe it's like the
everything's
movie. Maybe it's just like a little wham, and all of a sudden it's like big. So
Yeah.
it's not a laborious carry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd personally go for an ender chest. Oh, that's a shout.
Oh,
But then
there
where
you
are
go.
you traveling that you need those items in?
You
Like
could.
suitcase?
Would you have to carry the chest with you, or
It's a suitcase.
is our end chest
Yeah.
like commonly
No,
established?
no, but think about it, right?
have
Like we're in the UK, we're coming over to do Gamers Outreach. You pack the ender chest with all your clothes and your things, and when you get over here, you open the ender chest and you got all the
You've
stuff.
just described a suitcase.
It is just a suitcase. Is
Minecraft block is 1 by 1 meters, right?
Yeah.
Solid diamond block. Let's go.
There we go.
Rich.
Ding ding.
Rich.
Amazing.
Joel's in this
Perfect.
100% for the money.
I said I'm in it for the money.
yeah.
Genius. Okay, we've got one here for you, Cub. What is the most random number you can think of from 1 to 100 for science? This is from Vale.
52.
I was going to try to do odds on. We count down from 3 and we have to say it at the same time.
Oh,
Should we try that? Should we try that now? So everybody sat
another
here.
random number.
So
1 to
between
100.
1 to 100,
Okay.
say 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2,
1, 53.
17.
God, nowhere near any of us. Never mind. That could have been. Imagine we all said the exact same one.
That would have been crazy.
I think the room would have just imploded.
That would have been so rigged also. Goodness. Okay, question here for you, Martin. This is from Icarus, or Icarus, if you will. And we're going to get a bit deep here. I
Oh,
feel the deep
gosh.
vibes starting to flow through the room. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. What's the best piece of advice you have ever been given? Maybe not the best, but what's a great piece of advice you've ever been given? This is from Icarus.
Ooh. You know what? The one that I constantly sort of say on stream and bark out is that when anything's stressful, when anything's overwhelming, if you're faced with a challenge, whatever it is, apply the rule of 7. is this going to matter, or are you going to be burdened with it in 7 seconds, 7 minutes, 7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 years? If you can quantify how long it's going to be an issue and when you're still going to be dealing with it, sometimes that can help break you out of the spiral and the sort of panic at the moment. If you think, man, this really sucks, but 7 hours, I'm going to be home chilling on my sofa, like the workday is going to be behind me. Or if it's like maybe something to do with your health, you know it's going to take a few months, like you've got to go through, you know, even something as insane as like chemo, that can be up to 6 months. The 7th month, you're clear of it. So yeah, the rule of 7, always try to find or guesstimate the end point, and it can make everything feel a little bit more manageable.
Amazing.
So
Amazing. That's great.
Great advice.
That's
That is
great.
Yeah.
We've got a general question here from PixieBit, starting with me, but others are welcome to answer. And I'm quite curious about this question. This is a good one. Ren, what pasta shape are you?
pasta shape.
Yeah.
Well, pasta shape.
Pasta
Oh, my
shape.
goodness.
Okay. What do you think?
Go on then, man.
Lot,
Got to think. It's a
I'm built
difficult
like a
question.
ravioli, I know that much.
elbow macaroni?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Macaroni.
Macaroni?
Macaroni? Macaroni's scrawny and slimy and whatnot.
It depends how you prepare it.
Yeah.
Pre-cooked. Your pre-cooked macaroni.
Pre-cooked macaroni. Hard. And, ooh.
You so wanted to say hard and long, and I'm going to take that away from you. You're fine. You're fine.
Maybe this was not an appropriate question to answer. Thank you, PixieBit, for the question. Maybe we should move swiftly on.
Please do.
I would like to answer pen pasta because it's just great.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one
you
was that
just-
one
you
again?
just like the pasta?
The tube.
Doesn't it?
Oh, the tube.
That's a good shout, to be honest.
Just want to say that Joel is actually sponsored by. No, they're not
Yeah.
sponsored by them.
You currently look like a piece of spaghetti.
True.
Joel is a spaghetti right now.
Dude's built like ramen right now.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, we've got a couple more questions to go before we're going to send you lot off to go and tag some new hermits in here.
Nice.
Let's go for a quick one here, Cub. Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. By the way, guys, you have broken my spreadsheet. Just FYI. Like, I'm a beacon of calmness. You might be wondering, how is Ren so calm at all times, even sat like in this strange position?
Does this look calm right now?
I mean,
You know,
You
that's
can't see
vibe
the
I was
sweat
getting.
patch back here. He is freaking.
this spreadsheet is a disastrous mess, all due to your incredible generosity. Thank you so much, everybody, for the hundreds of questions. I mean, literally, I mean, do I divulge the number of questions that have come through?
I can't even see the field of the row number.
Hit us with it, Ren. Hit us
Yeah,
with it.
do it.
693
No way.
That's massive.
so far, and those are the ones that haven't even made it onto my spreadsheet.
You better get to the next one, Ren, then.
True. Okay. Hold on. There's so many
pressure, no
letters.
pressure.
It's all turning into spaghetti over here, everybody. Let me tell you.
But what spaghetti is it?
Wait. So for me, what's your favorite
That's a
song to
bolognese,
play
isn't it?
on the guitar? It's probably the first song that I ever learned, which is House of the Rising Sun, which I've in fact played for Joel. I serenaded
I
him.
wasn't there. I wasn't there, but my wife was there. You serenaded my wife about.
Oh, was this during
Yeah.
Wildlife in the Creaking Wood?
It was, yeah.
I watched it though, and I was very impressed.
Well, Joel, you and your wife are basically one creature, so it's fine. It happened that way. Okay, here's a question that's a question that I can't ask here. Guys, you know what?
Keep it
We're
PG,
going to
guys. Keep
take
it
a break. My brain is misfiring. You lot, get out of here. Go tag another hermit to bring in. Jimmy, if you could please come and remove this Joel bot from the room,
Get him
that'd
out
be
of
nice.
I mean,
Pick him up.
Gonna try and get away.
Oh,
No, watch out for the computer.
He's aggressive.
Watch out for the computer.
Kerry, what are you doing?
he's taking
Don't
over.
stand there and film
He's
it.
taking over the stream.
Come on, this way. You can roll yourself out. Come on.
Do you want me to?
Come on, Joel. Straight ahead.
oh.
There you go.
This way.
Make a right.
Turn
your
it,
other right.
turn it.
Your other right.
Pivot.
There you go.
Pivot.
To me. See you.
Pivot.
Bye, Joel. Everyone,
Bye, Joel.
Wave at Joel. Bye, Joel.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh
Good
man.
luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Luck.
Thank you, everybody.
Have fun.
Oh, the
Bye.
door is
The door, dude.
the door is getting it. My God.
All right.
Oh my
Joel,
goodness.
what have you done?
All right. Oh, Martin, you going to stay with me?
I can do if you
Okay.
want. Yeah.
No, you know what? Please
can
do.
vibe.
Give me a little bit of emotional support here. I mean, Martin can see what's going on the spreadsheet, and
Yeah.
you
The
know
spreadsheet's crazy.
this is madness.
So many fields,
to
so
do
many
live.
questions.
Oh, it looks like someone didn't even get tagged. Someone's just wandered in. Skiz. You may have thought this is
Got the
where you get
gang.
food, but you are now coming in for questions. So please do come and take a seat.
Tag it.
We got others
Oh, look at this.
coming
This
in
is a
too. Look
full
at
house.
this.
I'm at
We
it.
got
You
them
don't need me
flowing
no
in.
more.
We got the whole lot. Oh,
Hello, thank you.
What's up, everybody?
guys,
How
you
you
know,
guys
you
doing?
know what I've just realized? This is the Imp and Skiz podcast in reverse. I am now in charge.
No,
of
we
this
got
show.
we got asked
This is
questions
the good
yesterday.
stuff. This is the good
Yeah,
stuff right here.
You guys are really getting your payback on us.
Welcome to the couch, friends. Welcome to the couch.
Hello,
Now,
hello.
Hello.
The way that this is working, as everybody has come to learn, I mean, aside from the fact that I'm sitting like a maniac over here on this tiny couch, right? I mean, is you guys can now ask questions to anybody on this couch. Now, you head over to the donation page and remember to add their names before your question. And then choose your donation amount. Of course, there's no limit here. Donate what you want, ask what you want. And there's a slight delay because we've got an amazing team in the background. You can see here that our magic is happening and getting some questions done. Just a bit of interesting trivia for you guys. So far in our Q&A segment, we are up to 717 questions that have been fired through in the last 40 minutes.
Goodness.
There's no way we're answering that many questions,
Well,
is there?
we're doing our best.
That's insane.
We're trying to get through as many as,
wow.
as
Yes,
possible.
no, maybe, yes.
Yeah,
We'll just
are
fly
you
through 'em
good
like
with
that.
Exactly.
one word?
One word answers, boom, boom, boom. I guess
That's entertaining.
Yeah. Let's.
My answer for 1 through 50 is probably.
We have been getting a little bit deep on the couch today too. Every now and then there's like a nice little deep question that comes in.
Am
So
I
be
going to
ready.
cry?
Well, there might be
Am I
some.
gonna get emotional?
There's some Kleenexes around here for you, Impulsive. Things
Thank
get
you.
a little bit heavy around here. But I tell you what, why don't we start with like a nice little general question here, so that I can get my mind into the spreadsheet. This is for everybody from Whalem Witch. Let's see if you can answer this one fast. What is your favorite build that you ever made? Maybe not favorite, but one of your favorites.
One of my
most favorite things that you ever
For
made.
me was season 5. I was tackling the city of Atlantis, but I raised it above the sea. And so it was like on these like pillars, which were all mob farms as well. And they had like these double helix designs running through it. I loved that base in season 5. It was one of my favorites. It was forever ago, yeah.
Nice. I think mine was my wool wall. My 16 sheep hung up on the wall, one of each color. It was like a science experiment in my lab.
That was.
They could automatically all get sheared, and they all got collected. And then I had a bar chart. Bar. Very, very happy with that pun. That would keep track of how much wool came off of each of the sheep. It was amazing. Science was getting done.
Amazing. I love that also.
Yeah.
That was so great.
Give him a mic.
Well, Tango's favorite build was.
It's a tough one. I probably got to go with Toon Towers.
I knew it.
Yeah, probably got to go with Toon Towers.
So good.
Deep Frost Citadel is a close second, but Toon Towers had more character, and so yeah, it was my favorite for sure.
So
It
good.
was very unique. Yeah.
Skiz, what's your favorite
What you
build?
got?
I have to answer, right?
Everyone has got to
I'm
answer.
all new. I'm all new and stuff.
The people have paid. They paid for the answers. So let's go. What you
Well,
got?
Pyramid's not done yet, but I'm liking what I'm seeing right there. What?
Include non-Hermitcraft content. I know what your answer is.
Do I have an answer?
Yeah.
What is it?
What's the thing that you were really proud of?
Is it the psychedelic drop? Because that was fun. I'm not proud of anything. What is it? You tell me.
You're like a flying burger shop.
Oh yeah, Skyburger. You're right. Skyburger. That is because it was just so much fun and it was so dark and hilarious and it just invoked two separate emotions at the same time. It invoked this weird distant sympathy because it's Minecraft cows, but it was hilarious.
Can you reenact the drive-through?
So I don't remember what I said.
Come on,
I don't
make it up. Just do the voice.
The voice was, welcome to Skyburger, where our smiles are as delicious as our food. And I'm all, that doesn't make any sense. I messed it up, whatever it was. And then I went through the whole bit, and then you push the button, and like 100 cows come flying through the air. They get burned on the way down in the lava curtain, and they land on the killing floor, and there's just steak everywhere. And they make that awful, awful cow noise, and my wife was very upset about it because it was mean. So I went 2.0 and made it meaner. It was good stuff. You're right. You're right. You know me.
Fantastic. Okay, guys, let's try to do some fast fires, okay?
Oh,
If
that
we
was
can.
supposed to be fast. Whoops.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Zed.
Yeah.
This is from Zeph. Thoughts on ferrets?
7 out of 10. I don't want to touch one, but I like the look of them.
Nice. Skiz, fastest time on the 3x3x3 speed cube.
2.5 minutes.
Whew, crazy. We were supposed to go fast, but
You up next question.
I'm waiting for
We were faster than the questions. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the questions to get approved. I just see these
You can do
8 eyes just looking at me, waiting for the question.
The fastest I've done the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, I think it's 52 seconds. But I kind of got lucky that one of the 7 steps was already done for me a bit. So I got lucky with the orientation or the permutation of it, whatever. But yeah,
I'm up to
in this room.
I think 7.5 years. I'm still working on it.
oh yeah.
Nice. Well, we got another question for Tango. This is from Gem is Great. What's the best cut? What is the best cut and preparation of pork?
Grilled pork chop power. I don't know what you mean. I don't cook pork. I just
I'm glad he didn't say like loin or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what they wanted though.
Ribs?
I have no idea.
Yep.
Ribs are pretty
ribs
good.
Are good. I'll do that. Yeah.
This is a question from Big Rig for all the dads in the room as we've got you here. What's your favorite dad joke? It's a bit of a tricky one, putting you on the spot, but any dad joke will do. Let's go.
Ren, a horse walks into a bar.
Dang it.
And the bartender says, "Why the long face?"
That's just so
That was
funny
the
to me,
first
'cause
one
they
that
got
came to
long-
my mind too.
They got long faces.
Oh man, yeah, that one. Second that.
I'm sorry, I took yours. That's my bad.
But that's all I could think of.
It's a good one.
It's just a good one.
Any other jokes, gentlemen?
I mean,
Nothing? You got nothing?
I can't say I'm
Usually
here.
they're situational. You know, the dad jokes just kind of flow in the moments. So
Gotcha.
They don't
That is
tell you
true.
one, I'll
It's
take
hard
you
to do a dad joke on the fly.
Yeah.
But
It's like you can't say it here.
But thanks for the question anyway. We got another one for you, Zed. This might be a little tricky, but I have a feeling you might have some things stored away that in the brain area. Check
I
it out.
haven't got
If
one
you
of
were to do another Z advancement, what would you do?
Oof.
Maybe you got a couple spares, right, that you didn't do? That's from Arcaline. Thank you, Arcaline.
Well, maybe I'll give you this instead. There's a good reason why I can't tell you an answer. A very good reason why I cannot reveal.
Saving it. Put a pin in that one. You'll find out. You'll find out in season 11.
Exclusive previews right here in the Q&A session. Beautiful. Here's one for you, Skiz, from Uro Killy. Which hermit would be the most help on a trip to IKEA?
The most help on a trip to IKEA. Like, because I'm going to get lost?
Yeah, because it's a maze.
Yeah. Let's put some context in here. You've just got a new room. You need to furnish it out. You need a hermit to help you get it furnished. Go.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I'm up. I think I'm going to go... Who's the king? Who's the king of interior? King or queen of interior?
It's not just that. It's like also not losing their sense of direction to make it through the story.
Yeah, I know.
Pick
You know
one.
what? Though? I'm going to go with B-dubs, and he's why. He's got the design, and also if we get lost, it's just going to make for a fun day.
But it's going to be a long time because every 10 minutes he's going to lay down in a bed.
He's going to find a bed and lay
in the store.
That's true. That is true.
Every futon.
B-dubs is a good shout, though. You know, he was a designer himself at one point.
Yeah,
he knows what's
he was
up.
like a general contractor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
He knows
in
what's
his
up.
previous
he knows
life.
what's awesome. Okay, very important question here from Viola Queen 15. This might be the most important question of the entire Q&A, everyone. Okay? Like, I mean,
No pressure.
I saw this question, I was like, okay, now we're getting serious. You know?
Uh-oh.
We ready?
Oh, no.
Ready.
I'm on it. Yep.
Tango and Skiz, can you please switch spots so your zits in order?
Let's do it.
Well, we're like reverse it.
Okay, we're going to have to shuffle the whole room.
Yeah.
We got to shuffle. Get in order. Get in order, please.
The best part was
this spot
the four of
sucks.
us streamed this week at Impulse's place.
Yeah.
And we were just playing some games, but we sat on a couch in the correct order.
Just
No. It was intentional.
Yeah, we meant
didn't
to.
say it, and then
We meant
people
to
would
do it.
slowly be like, "Hey."
Yeah, like hour and a half into the stream, they're like, I just noticed they're sitting in order. What'd you just break?
Oh.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Just got stabbed in the back.
Oh, great. It's because it has a sword.
Okay. Tango, I've got a Minecraft question for you from Mr. Savage Toes.
Okay.
Very unserious username, but pretty serious Minecraft question. I'll tweak it a little bit. If you could add a feature to Redstone, what would it be?
Let's see. I know it's tough.
Because there's so many, right? That you probably know.
I know there's one you want.
You want to answer too?
I have an answer.
I would add pipes, probably. So kind of like hoppers, but without an intake. lightweight, and you can move items around through pipes just, without having the overhead of hoppers.
So you'd feed them in via a hopper to begin with, and it's just like
Yeah.
a hopper extension.
Exactly, yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a
Yeah, they have that modded.
Yeah.
evolution of the water aqueduct, I suppose.
Yeah. Just a really quick, efficient, high throughput way of moving items.
But
Amazing,
it could be
amazing.
solid things as well.
Do you guys remember Mumbo's, I think it was the April Fool's thing, Bluestone?
Bluestone was good.
Yeah, Bluestone. And then recently he talked about vertical redstone, just being able to run it up a wall, like on a surface. So either one of those I think would be really good.
Yeah.
Bluestone was nice because you could like run them next to each other. They wouldn't connect.
Yeah.
Mumbo, you should have picked Mumbo for IKEA with Idea. Remember, he did the whole store for
Oh,
it.
yeah. He had a whole store.
Impulse, what would you do? You got an idea cooking there for it?
Yeah, I just the Bluestone and
Oh right,
vertical
I'm so
redstone.
I was
Yeah. He
I
was
was
already
deep
on
in
to
my
the next
spreadsheet. I
question.
didn't hear the answer. Sorry, everybody.
I would just hire Mumbo to add,
This is why
add whatever
they
he
do
wants.
the podcasts, and I sit on the couch, But there we go. Okay, let's try get through this, guys. I think we're hitting like the 1,000, almost getting to the 1,000 question mark, which is outrageous. Well, let's go back to Z.
Oh, he's moved.
Let's go back to Z advancements again. This
Okay.
is from Val. What was your favorite Z advancement? Is that too difficult to choose?
No, I have got a few ones that I really, really liked. It wasn't actually as advancement. I liked when I made a massive portal in the Nether with I don't know, a couple of 100 dispensers with arrows in, all pointing straight into it. And then in the overworld, I had just a teeny bitty tiny regular sized portal. And of course, that meant that when you fire all the arrows through, they get shrunk down into coming out of that little portal. So it was just like 1,000 arrows all coming through the portal at once. That was pretty impressive.
I missed that one.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You just press one button, burp, 1,000 arrows come straight out of the portal. It was great. And that wasn't even a Z advancement. But if I had to pick a Z advancement, I think I'd probably have to go for. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, actually. I haven't got an answer. You have to get back to me.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Impulse, I've got a nice one for you here from Team Dads.
Okay.
How has the 75 hard challenge changed your approach to Hermitcraft? Now we're getting deep.
I think the challenge obviously was a pretty big part of my life for 75 straight days, where I had to do a whole number of things every day, check them off the list and all that, and it took just like forming habits, you know what I mean, and being really disciplined at staying at it and being efficient with my time. And if I do the same thing on Hermitcraft, that actually makes everything I do so much easier. So I'm starting to realize that I need to establish certain habits when I play. So for example, I had a bad habit of every time I would finish a build, all the materials that were left over, because typically when you're gathering stuff, you overcompensate, right? You get extra materials in case I'm up there and I place the wrong block and I break it and it falls to the ground. I don't want to have to worry about it. So I'd always have extra materials, but they would always just get left at the end of a build, and I just throw them in a junk chest. So now I'm getting a new habit of actually taking that and putting it back where it goes, so that next time I have another build, it's where I want it and not in a junk chest. So yeah, just getting better habits in general.
It's good.
Amazing.
Musical creepers, by the way, is my favourite advancement.
There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
He just needed a
Playing
minute.
creepers along to music. Got there in the end.
Excellent.
That was one of the
excellent.
last ones, right?
It was quite near the end,
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Excellent. So guys, I think we're sort of getting to the end of the Q&A section here. We've got a couple more minutes to go, rather. So just a few more little questions here. One for you, Tango. How is Torchy?
How is Torchy?
And this is from Ren the dog, apparently. So
I miss Torchy, I gotta say. We don't have many
all do.
conversations these days, so Torchy may need to make an appearance, possibly on Hermitcraft. We'll see.
You know who I really miss?
I know you're gonna say Mini
Slappy.
Mango.
Slappy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I want to go way back, way back.
Slappy.
can we get some
great.
context for Slappy? What
Yeah,
what
it's
was
context.
Slappy?
There's probably 6 people on the planet who know who Slappy is, and two of them are sitting next to me. Yeah.
Did you have Slappy before I had Sullivan? It was about the same time. I think one of us copied the other one.
Can we get some hands in chat if they know who Slappy was? I know we don't see chat here, but I just so
Just out of interest,
Slappy
yeah.
was just a villager, episode 3 of my I just started making videos. Please don't go watch that, by the way.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, it was horrendous. But yeah, he's a guy. He was just a named villager.
Did he have a voice or anything, or
No.
you just talked at him?
I just talked
Yeah.
at him. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, there's an interesting question here from Morales that I think we could all answer. And as we've been going through this weekend, we've been adding more stuff into the auction. And what I've found is like every few hours, the items that are being added get more and more awesome or weird or insane. And the auction house now looks incredible. I mean, you can get anything from a guitar to a space rat on the Hermitcraft server, basically, in the auction house. So the question for all of us is, let's start with you over there, Skiz. If you could keep or choose one item from the auction, what would it be?
Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's either Pearl's art.
That's a good shout.
I wouldn't mind nicking that PC.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
the Obsidian PC.
That thing's pretty sick.
By the way, signed by all of us,
Yeah.
which is amazing. And seeing it in real life, the thing is beautiful. It is a work of art. Anyway, Tango, what were you on?
I think he stole mine. I would love to hang Pearl's art up in my office. I just got done redoing my office, and everything's just nice and clean, and there's some space, and it would go really, really well in there. Other than that, I don't even know if it's up at auction yet. Has Green put up anything about what's happening today on the auction?
Oh, there's more things happening?
Because I
On the
saw
auction?
what's going up. I don't know if it's up or not. I don't think it is, but it's amazing. And I would like to hang that in my room for sure.
Interesting. Are we exclusively previewing, or are we?
There might be something with Permit Masters or the Hermit Masters, whatever is coming up.
Yes, yes.
Oh, I don't know this. I don't know
Interesting.
what it is. That's
The
exciting stuff.
craftsmanship is incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Pearl's piece of art is fantastic. That computer is sick. I think that for me, I think that bracelet that Green did yesterday, where he made the bracelet in a chicken face, like that blew me away. I didn't know that was possible. So I think I'd go with the chicken bracelet.
The chicken bracelet.
I looked at the auction this morning and I'm all, that's still a pretty reasonable price. I might have to bid on that myself.
So good. Yep. How about you, Zen? What would you yoink?
Again, amazing things you've all suggested. I think probably the guitar. I like the look of the guitar. It's pretty sweet. Like, again, signed signatures and everything, right? So yeah, I got to go for the guitar.
Well, Zed, you and I would have a bit of a battle on that one.
Well, I'm
I
going to fight
think,
you for it,
you know,
to the death.
We could tortilla slap for the guitar.
Hey, what? Mondays and Thursdays, and you can have it.
Awesome, that's great. And guys, the auction is still going. So please, if you are kind of coming into the stream late or you haven't had a look at the auction house, just pop over and have a look. There are so many incredible items available that is going to go to this incredible cause that we're all working towards. And I've been in this room now for a while. I have no idea where we are on the milestones. The last time I heard we were over 500,000 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we're so far behind on the milestone hits for every 100,000. Like, I don't even think they've done the snail race yet, and that was the 400,000
I
one.
think that's coming up.
Have we
Yeah.
even spun the wheel for
Yeah.
the 500,000? So who knows what that's going to be?
Coming up on 600.
It's just been going so fast.
Yeah.
You guys have been incredible.
We can't keep up with
I
you
can't keep
guys.
up with the
Yeah, it's
spreadsheet.
insane.
We can't keep up with the milestones. It's madness. Tango from Sunny Pretty Princess. What's your favorite funny hat that you've ever worn? Also, just like to add, as a Tango fanboy, my favorite times are when the hats get put
The
on.
hats. Yeah.
know.
My wife puts the hats on me in the hatification process.
Even yesterday,
So
Tango
good.
had a hat on. Did you see the hat he wore yesterday?
Had to.
The flowery.
Yeah.
Tortilla.
My favorite hat. Wow. I gotta go old school and say the bucket. The bucket was. I was playing Divinity 2 Original Sin, and in the game I had a bucket for a helmet, and I decided to get a real bucket and put it on my head, and then we just kept decorating it with stickers and nonsense, and it became the Bucket Brigade. So yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. Well, here's a question for. Hold on. Let's have a look here. Like, you guys as professional podcasters, does this ever happen to you when like you're lining up the next bit, right? Like people are talking and like in your mind you're lining up the next bit, and then as you approach bit time, brain just goes. and
That's
you
what
just, like,
editing
crash.
That just happened.
404,
That just happened
right?
to me right now. I was like, I had my answer locked and loaded for the auction item, and the second you went to me, I was like, I forgot what I was going to say.
Me too.
Now you know how we feel
Yeah.
when we're on your couch, guys. But yes, I'm not entirely sure how much longer we have. I think that's an hour of the segment done, and I think we are down for an hour. So I guess we could just try and go through a couple more questions here. I'm sure the production team, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if they could come and give us a little put their heads through the corner here so we could. Guys, this is a professional production in case you don't know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
perfectly
It's amazing.
professional. Everything is going perfectly smoothly back here. There's no issues
The
whatsoever.
only reason it wouldn't be smooth is because we keep changing stuff last second.
Yes,
and
exactly.
and throwing curveballs at the
Yeah.
production team, and they have
They've been
put up with us.
Absolutely. Also, you guys have been insane because we have totally underestimated your incredible support. Like with the bridging and the signs, there was so much that we were like, oh my, we're going to need more time for this.
Yeah.
We can't get this all done at the same time. 2 minutes? Perfect. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. Professionals as always. Did I do that on camera? I'm so terrible at this.
With the bridge building, like I looked at the monument we built last year, and I saw how much money it raised and everything, and I kind of extrapolated how many bridge segments we would need, and then I multiplied it by another 30-40% on top of that, and we ran out of supplies. So yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, the turnout has just been insane and really, really appreciated. Like, there's the maths are being done on how many carts are being going to be generated for this, and it's just astronomical.
Yeah,
Like,
it's incredible.
and then if you know he does his thing where he calculates how many hands that's going to get into on a daily basis, it's just ridiculous. The amount of smiles that we're going to be able to put on faces in hospitals, which are usually typically a smileless environment, is just insane. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully we'll have a chance to visit some more hospitals and carts in the future, and hopefully see ones that were generated from this weekend, and because of you guys. It's all because of you. We're just here facilitating. So thank you guys so much.
Amazing. I think, why don't we round this Q&A off with a question from me for all of you.
Okay.
I think one can tell a lot about a man. Where's this going? Based on their favorite candy bar. Ooh. And I'd like to know, including myself, each of our favorite candy bars. And we shall leave judgment up to the audience, what it may mean. I'll take the hit. I'll start.
Okay.
Kit Kat. Unbeatable. Beautiful snap, crunchy, chocolatey, amazing. Even get some of that chocolate on your fingers because you're playing with it. Get to do some finger licking afterwards. Beautiful. Kit Kat, perfect chocolate.
I think I'll go for a Whisper Gold.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is.
I think that might be an English-only one.
It
That
apparently
is.
is.
It's
That is
very, very
fancy.
nice. It's basically
Scully Wonka.
pretty much, yeah. It's delicious, just full of caramel. It's lovely. Look it up.
I'm going to go with Twix. It's also got the same kind of the crunch that you're talking about with Kit Kats, but it's got caramel in it. And then you also get two. So
That's
after you're
right.
done with the first one, it's like, hey, I'm only halfway done. I get another one. It's great. It's like an extra little bonus every time.
Genius.
I don't know if it's a candy bar, but I got to go with Reese's Pieces. Reese's
Yeah,
Cups.
I mean, it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, cups or
Chocolate.
the pieces?
Cups.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely the cups.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Kit Kat, man.
You know it.
That's why I just made that noise. I'm like, nobody's gonna say Kit Kat. That's Kit Kat. And then there was the first one, and you get 4 of them.
The team
But I
is in
like,
the
but
house,
it's
man.
the
You know it.
Smaller, though.
it's the crispness. It's the crispness of it, though. You know what I mean? It's like how it's like lighter than air, and that's yeah. Wish I was eating.
Kit Kats are out there, yeah.
Well, I don't know what that says about each of our characters, but I'm sure it says something. There can be some Reddit, analysis of each of our of each of our favorite candy bars.
I was telling my stream earlier that, like, last night after this was all said and done and we finally got back to the hotel, we were all chilling in the lobby, and I looked around and I just saw, like, almost all of us on our phones scanning through all the different social medias, just like seeing all the comments and the clips and everything from all the things we did yesterday. And, like, it was so fun to like, people were analyzing our strategies for the quiet games on, like, how we were navigating through the bubble wraps and stuff. And, like, really, I mean, it was so intense and it was just so fun. So we, like you mentioned, like, oh, they can decide. I want to see that stuff. I'm going to go and read, like, what they thought of our candy bar choices tonight. So please post it somewhere. I'll find it.
So great. Well, gentlemen, we've ended our Q&A session on approximately 918 questions that have made it onto the spreadsheet. I'm going to guesstimate that there's probably another 500 that are still in the sausage machine somewhere. And that is just an incredible, it's been an incredible hour. So thank you very much, everybody, for your questions during this Q&A. I think we're going to be shifting over to the main desk at some point. I'm sure it's been 2 minutes.
No.
Right? Or has it been 2 minutes?
About 2 hours.
Okay,
Whoops.
great. So, I mean, I don't have a button.
For all we know, they shifted 5 minutes ago.
And we're just
Nobody right
we're
now.
just like talking to nobody right now. But I mean, there's still a little light on that camera, so I assume that means that we're still live or whatever. But it's just been a really great time, and I hope we try to get as many questions through as possible. Of course, logistically speaking, I can't even speak fast enough to get through 1% of them. But thank you all for your kindness, and thanks to all the hermits for coming and sitting here and awkwardly answering the questions that I've been answering.
Thank you for hosting as well, man.
Yeah, well, I feel like I need to go and sleep in that bed outside after this.
I need you to see a chiropractor ever sitting like that.
I mean, I don't know if I can stand up. You guys might have to carry me out of here. Like honestly,
We can do that.
like can I get a Z.I.T.S carry out, please?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll each grab a limb.
We'll wait till the cameras go off and then we'll take you out.
I know.
This couch is just too small.
I can feel the pain in that ankle.
Oh my goodness.
Got run over by a truck.
It's just not made for the tall people, you know. I couldn't stand up here and it's just all sorts of awkward. But hey, welcome to Hermitcraft, right? This is how it goes. Nothing can be perfectly done or planned, whatever. But it looks like we're getting the signal. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. That's it from the Q&A, and we'll see you in the Hermit the next thing.
See you soon.
Coming up soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.